Jocelyn.
I will. Yeah, I quickly sort of look around as I'm about to strike out at this cat. It goes sailing over my head, and so I sort of pop my head down this aisle here to see what's going on there. I see Ebolt's fighting one, and I'm like, I can't quite get to that one though. So I look over here to where Ven's running off, and I think, yeah, I can go and help them. So I'm gonna rush over to here and squeeze myself into this gap here, and then I'm gonna take a strike down with my my spear into the thick of them and hope for the best.
Yep.
Spear +4, 15 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely take out a couple of them.
It's gonna be, I don't know. Do you want me to roll damage, or is it just like I'm targeting single ones? So...
No, roll damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that is 3, 4, 5. Ooh, nice. 7 points of piercing and 7 points of radiant.
Wow.
Rage?
As the yeah, that was including rage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
As the red sort of glowing aura around my body, about a half an inch over all of my body and my arms. As I strike down, some of it seems to build up along the arm and down the spear, and then bursts out with a red light around the tiny little rat cats.
Yeah, you definitely seem like using the spear tip that you managed to take out like 2 or 3 of the tiny creatures running around in the swarm. But as soon as this wave of radiant energy washed over them, it got significantly more. Like the radiant damage was a lot more effective.
Yeah, my spear, and I see like 3 of them kebabbed on there, and I just flick. It's I turn and flick it back this way, and I'm pretty much surrounding us with dead tiny cats. Yeah. That's me.
Okay, the original swarm rushes over, and so these tiny little demon cat creatures start to almost like claw their way up all over your body, and with like 100 tiny little bites, they try and clamp their teeth into you for 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, cat.
You're wearing like leather armor and stuff, and yeah, so their tiny little teeth can't quite get through to your skin. Alright, I'm just gonna add this one into the initiative order as well. Ooh. That one rolled quite well. It is... Alright, that one's dead. So the other swarm gets to go. And...
Look at that red person, Swarm. Look at that red person.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do it randomly. So odds they're going to go for Carrie, evens are going to go for Jocelyn. Evens.
Even.
So the swarm starts to run around your feet, getting under you, starting to crawl up your legs. And for an 18 to hit. So as all
trying to scrape them off with the bottom of my shield, but there's just too many of them.
So as all these tiny little teeth sink into you, you take 12 piercing damage, which is halved for your right, so 6 piercing damage, and 5 force damage.
Wow.
6 piercing takes me to that, and then 5 force takes me to... Oops, I'm changing that next. Take me to that. Biting, but I'm still scraping them off me, and some of them are having a hard time getting through the red light of aura on my body.
Elaine.
So Elaine is basically the whole time just because they're flying dead cat things left and right from her. But she kind of collects herself and looks around the spirits that you don't see, but she often sees. And then she finds the one she's looking for and directs it to Carrie, who feels a soft caress on her cheek, and she's actually casting healing word on Carrie.
Oh, nice.
And then she finds another one of the spirits. This is definitely not a healing spirit. And she tries another chill touch on this swarm that just hurt Carrie. Oh no.
Okay, right. So a few things
Oh,
need to
no.
happen here. Right. So first of all, you need to roll that. Okay, you're deaf as well. Also,
What are you doing? Stop using it!
Also, because you attempted to target the swarm with a spell,
Yes.
but missed, it's almost like the swarm of these creatures takes that magical energy, it takes that spell, and redirects it.
I don't like these.
So, can you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They're behind the racks. So, roll a d6 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 11. It's back at you.
Karma.
So you try and send this necrotic chill touch towards the creature or the creatures, but it then deflects that magical energy and that spell back at you.
No, I didn't even hit it. Aww.
And you take the effect, so you take the chill touch for 6 necrotic damage.
Oh, this is not fun. Oh no.
Tank it! Tank it, Elaine! Tank it! Please stop using magic!
Chill touch is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Eboth?
Good.
Yeah, I feel like Evolth just has tunnel vision at the moment. Just very not paying attention to what's going on around her.
Definitely hearing Jocelyn screaming.
Just being like, alright, I need to deal with this. This will help. I need to do it.
Yep.
Um,
Come on.
Three.
Come on, damage roll. Yes!
Yay!
You pummel it into the floor and it is just a splat.
I
Quivers and shakes and becomes a swarm after.
snap my head up and assess the situation. Wait, hold on, I need to do this. Okay. And I'm gonna pop my head out here and then I'm just gonna move in a dead line as far as I can get. It's about there.
Okay, and as you go around, you can see that like hundreds of smaller versions of these creatures are trying to crawl up and around Ven and Jocelyn. That one, that's out of order because that's now a swarm. So it is Carrie's go.
Is disengage an action or it's an action?
For you, it's an action, yeah.
Carrie is going to nope out of here and disengage and go probably. She don't want to go there because then she'll get cat splatters. Hold on. Disengage and go down here.
Okay.
And I think that's
bonus
all I
action,
can do.
is it?
I'm not using magic. No.
That one is dead. So Jocelyn.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spear sideways across my body and I'm going to scrape down, pushing as many of them back onto the floor as I can. And then I'm going to hold the shield close tightly to my chest and I'm just going to jump up and body slam down with the shield on top of the swarm of them and try and and the shield I imagine to be slightly curved, so I'm basically I'm basically kneading them like dough.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and steamroller over them with my shield as I do so tactically using the tactics of my my god. So I guess that will be an unarmed, an improvised weapon, I imagine.
Yep.
Which will be
You are proficient with your shield, though. Does that count?
I am proficient with shield. I don't know if it would count as using it as a weapon though. So I will do a.
I would say no.
Check. 14 to hit.
Yep.
14 hits, yeah.
So I think because of the way you're doing this, I won't give them the resistance, and they'll take the full damage.
Nice. Thank you. All right, so that's 3 on the d4 plus 2 from rage plus another 2 from strength. So that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then because I'm making an attack and I'm in my divine might, they take another 4 points of radiant. And I'm gonna put myself prone for the fun of it.
Okay, so yeah, the swarm is very, very diminished now. There's not many left in that one.
I'm gonna try and use my my momentum to kind of roll over, and then use the rest of my movement to stand up on the other side of them. And then I turn to Ven and I say,
so kind of like a Dark Souls roly-poly.
yeah, I do
okay.
Dark Souls roly-poly, which I'm the master of.
I
Everybody
thought
knows.
my audio cut out there for a second, and then I realised it was probably.
Okay, Ben.
Ben is going to meet eyes with Jocelyn and go and kind of try and do the same, but using her rapier, which is a lot more bendy, and kind of try and shake off the ones that have attacked her.
I thought you meant you were gonna use your rapier to land on them. That's not gonna work.
I'm assuming we just do that as an actual rapier attack with sneak.
You've got it both backing you up now, and yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It is a hit. You bat some of them away, you skewer some of them, and so what's that, 13? So there's still quite a few of them though. Bonus action?
No, I'm okay.
How about a necrotic-y phantom thing?
Thank you.
Helping.
Toot's helping. So it's half my sneak dice.
So 1d6.
1d6, and I can target another creature. So I'll target the ones that Jocelyn has just rolled over.
Yep.
Let me do that as a thing.
Nice.
That was worth it.
So for the description, so as Ven starts attacking the swarm in front of her with her rapier, it's almost like you can see this kind of spiritual necrotic energy almost bounce over to the other swarm and seep and suck some of the life out of that swarm as well.
In a slightly shit way.
Slightly shit, just one of them. Just sucks the life out of one tiny cat.
It's like a juice box.
These ones are going to continue to crawl up then and try and just do it like lots of tiny bites.
So, never mind.
But
Hold on.
I don't even know how to describe this. They get a natural one. It's like they're trying to cling onto you, and half of them suddenly lose their grip and fall off.
I'm like shaking them off.
Yeah.
One of them goes to
Yeah.
bite, and another one's
One of
tail
them-
whips
yeah.
out in the way.
Yeah, one of them bites one of his
Trapped
mates,
in like
and
cats.
yeah, they're not sure who's here anymore. The other swarm, what's left of them, starts to kind of like try and claw their way over to Jocelyn, but there's only a few left. They scurry around your feet and your ankles, and they too end up getting completely lost in the madness of everything with a natural one and start almost kind of biting each other because they're all getting in the way and are just confused as fuck. This is going well. Elaine.
Elaine is completely unsure now what to do. She's like, I can't use magic, but
Literally all I can do.
yeah. Oh no. But she thinks it might be useful. So she commands the ghost to whisper to her just a few rounds ago. And then next to her, she sees turning up like a basically even a double Ven. It's a girl with a sword, and she's basically defending Ven with this. Ven gets some nice hit points. 6 plus 3. So Ven gets 6 temporary hit points and +1 to AC, and is faster now as she's defended by the ghost girl.
Damn.
Nice. I'm guessing that doesn't stack on top of aid.
No, it does.
No,
Aid.
sadly
Aid's-
not.
Aid's
but
a
you
aid's a
should take
different
it.
thing. It's not technically. Yeah, aid's not temporary hit points exactly. Aid is.
No, yeah,
Aid is an increase to your actual
Yeah.
hit points.
So yeah, you
So
can have both.
it does stack.
Thank you.
Unless it doesn't stack because they're from like your cards or whatever. If that's a thing of your cards,
No,
they can
that's-
only be under the effect of one.
No, that's fine.
There you
So
go then.
and yeah, she learned that magic is not the best thing, so she will just try to keep track of what's happening. And she saw Carrie running off in the darkness, so she will, with her bonus action, rearrange her lights to see what's going on. And that's all.
Okay, Ebol.
I can't reach the swarm. That's right. By Ven, can I? I need to run around the other side.
Well, it's kind of half on then.
Ah.
So-
Okay. So I can.
So you
hit it.
can
One
hit
mission.
it, but if you fuck up, you could hit Ven. But if you do okay, you'll knock some of the creatures off of her, so that's fine.
Way to fuck up when you're attacking things with a warhammer.
Yeah. That's gonna be.
They're very precise weapons.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they've got the finesse tag, haven't they? Warhammers.
Known for it, I think.
Far out. Okay, this. Yeah, I am just going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit. I'm just gonna hit this swarm. I'm just gonna try and hit the swarm. It's gonna be fine. See, that's definitely fine.
Yep, you definitely whack a few of them.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite as well.
Oh, elbow.
Nice.
Elbow.
So this
My
plus 2d8.
At least they're going to both be 8s.
Is that how do you do it?
Slash
In the-
roll. D8. 2d8.
Oh my
All
god.
that one. Oh wow.
It's thematic because your god can't get to you in this god-forsaken place, so they can't divine
So
smite.
the radiant damage does wash out and take out quite a number of them. This swarm, yeah, this swarm is looking like there's still a few more than the other one, but they're both looking like very, very diminished now and very kind of small and like they're not going to last much longer. Carrie.
Carrie is going to use her dagger. So she's left her little pot plant behind. She's all sad about that. She's run off because of these fucking cats. She's going to try and neuter some of these little things and use dagger with her. Can't remember what it's called. Shadow Strike. Increases my attack range by 10 feet. So I've got 15 feet
Yes.
attack range.
And it still counts as melee.
Yep.
Yes.
It's almost like Carrie's shadow is taking the dagger for her and attacking.
That's cool.
And I will do. That one got rolled over by a
Yep.
shield, didn't it?
Yeah, so this one is looking like there's only a handful left, or like if that. Like this one's looking the worst.
I will use my dagger on that one. So she kind of flings her dagger out, but instead of it flying off, it there's a shadow attacking for her.
Yeah, so the shadowy hand is controlling it precisely. So this one, yeah, the one on the left.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jocelyn, you're watching this. The dagger being controlled by the shadow is so precise that it just cuts through the remaining creatures, and they're just like they're all dead on the floor.
Stab.
Anything else from Carrie?
No, everything else is magic.
Okay. Jocelyn.
Rush over, and I'll basically just try and use the shield to scrape across Ven, and try and like drag as many as I can onto the floor where I can then stab down at them with an attack. Yeah. That's probably gonna miss though, I think. I should have gone reckless. I didn't think. Forgot about it. So that's only a 10 to hit.
Yeah, because there's quite a few now, and they're slightly scattered. They're not all in one big clump. It's much harder to actually land a hit on them, so you don't quite get them, unfortunately. With a 10.
I'm gonna go around to here and keep myself up against one shielded wall on one side.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Ben.
Ven's gonna try and scrape more off. Kind of shake. This time she's kind of going to be a wee bit more targeted over where they're left. Kind of like shaving down herself, holding the other end of her rapier. And off and flick.
Yep, you managed to scrape a few more off. There's still a few stragglers though.
You don't do flanking rules, do you?
Usually, yeah.
Probably
So,
wouldn't apply to a swarm.
yeah, not in this instance. So, yeah, like with a normal, if it was like a one-on-one, a single creature, then yeah, but
Imagine a swarm wouldn't.
Yeah.
You can't be flanked with a swarm. It doesn't make sense.
yeah. So, you pick off a few of them, but there's still a few stragglers left. Anything else? The swarm is going to take a few more bites at you. Oh, the last few are clinging on, and they are going for you for 6 piercing and 6 force damage, even with the few that are left. They are nasty little creatures. The other swarm is dead.
Right.
Elaine.
Who was just damaged like a lot?
Ven.
Thanks for 10 hit points.
Then.
Yo!
10 hit points. Ah, cool. Sure.
Hit point max 2.
So it seems that Ven's spirits had some tactical idea and communicated this to Elaine's spirits, who communicated it to her, and she goes all, really? Do I have to? Like, really? And then she makes a con roll to decide if she's really gonna do that. Oh, and she finds her mental strength and actually tries to fling one of the cats against the swarm.
Nice.
The dead ones. And yeah, probably with Dex, I guess.
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
One of the dead bodies
Yeah.
next to me, throw at the swarm.
Are you just going to use it as a ranged weapon?
Yes!
Exactly like that. Obviously,
Yeah,
ghost communication works when deafened.
Yeah, that still works as an attack roll anyway, so...
Yeah, that's straight up Dex without anything.
To be honest, it's the dead cat is kind of a mushy thing that is... It's very wet and soggy. There's not much kind of solid mass to it anymore. It's quite limp. There's still the bones. No, I'm just saying it wouldn't
Would it
do much.
knock them to the floor?
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of what damage to give to it. Let's say a D4.
improvised weapons do a D4 plus whatever modifier is appropriate, so dexterity in this case.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Strength if she
I
threw
don't
it
have
hard.
anything.
So what's your dex +1?
No, I don't
What's-
know what this.
Because the
+1
dex roll
is.
had +1 on it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand why. Because I have a 0.
Oh, I don't know what that one is then. It's fine. So basically, yeah, you throw a dead cat at it. You knock a few off. Yeah, a couple of the tinier ones get knocked to the floor and kind of just get lost within the mulch of the corpse.
Blah.
You stop yourself from throwing up. And unless you've got a bonus action,
No, I don't want to do anything.
it both there's just like a couple of these tiny creatures left with a good hit. Even with your damage rolls, even with a good hit, you can probably take it.
Both.
Alright, I'm
Finish.
gonna like channel all of my ability to hitting.
Go!
Hold my warhammer with 2 hands and bring it above my head and definitely not hit anybody else except
Definitely
for the
hit.
enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Ha! Aha! I did it.
You are good with this warhammer.
Yes, you knock the last few creatures off
I'm
of
so
Ven,
precise.
and they splat against the face of your hammer, and they are all squished.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da. I imagine my hammer having spikes on it, and I just like brought it down just far enough that they just got hit on the spikes and didn't like actually push through, you know?
So you just got like a few of these ones just hanging off the spikes.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay.
I stab down at a couple more of the dead ones, and the cat that's just come out of the like jumped off of the shelf and has joined the fray. I stab down at that one as well, and then I realised that one had a hole in it. Look across to Elaine, and I say,
Looking at Jocelyn, Ven finally realizes she can't hear.
The rest of us can, but
Is
seemingly
everybody-
can't.
"Is everybody okay? Carrie, you okay?
Yes, yeah, I'm okay.
Any others?" I drop down prone and have a good look under all of these shelves and under the barrels and things, checking for other cats. What the hell were those things?
Annoying.
There's a door over here.
I'll give you all an Arcana check to recognise the creatures or see what you know.
Yes. Oh,
Which I'm currently proficient in.
Yes, you are.
nice.
Currently?
Currently.
Presently? Momentarily.
Proficiency and skill coming momentarily.
So,
Dark gifts.
Carrie, Ven, and Carrie and Ven. These are not normal creatures. These are not creatures native to Faerun or from wherever you come from. These are not even natural creatures. These are the result of an experiment gone wrong. Like someone tried to create a familiar, but it didn't entirely work, and whatever magic was used to create them almost kind of got reversed, in the sense that these creatures can deflect and change magical energy. Like, it's described as being allergic to magic, which is why weird effects happen if magic is cast at them or near them.
Oh, well.
How small are the small ones near Ven?
Oh no.
And are there any
Ven.
that are still yeah. Are there any that are relatively still intact?
Yeah, not all of them are
I
squished.
want one.
Some of them were taken out with things like radiant energy or necrotic energy, so they just died rather than being impaled or squished or rolled over.
She's going to pocket a small one.
Carrie's gonna go over to Ven and
no.
say, "You've had a weird childhood. I can
I'm gonna
just
say,
tell."
leave it here. What are you doing?
No. I want to have a look at it later.
No, you should leave it here.
I'm looking at my comrades. If someone is like badly hurt, because I lost track.
I don't.
The nice thing is Ben can't hear you yelling at her.
Yeah, well, the whole inspection of magical creatures. So I guess 1 minute should be over.
Yeah, you've had some
Hopefully.
time. Look, you're looking at the pile of
I was
dead corpses.
still
and
not
stuff.
going to listen to you.
Okay.
Just keeps pretending he can't hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Wraps it and scoops it. But only a wee one. Like, I don't want a big one.
Looking
Yeah,
on
so
this,
heavy.
Elaine got out a little pot and is looking at her companions if somebody needs like heavy healing.
Carrie, when you're looking on this table over here, the one thing that stands out is a key.
Carrie is going to pick the key up and inspect it.
It's a key.
Nice. Okay. She's going to put it in her pocket and then make her way back to the pot plant.
Okay.
Elaine packs away her little pot of salve.
Elaine, that salve you have there. I'm walking over. Is it like this one? I bring out a restorative ointment pot.
Yes, it seems. Well, it smells similar, so I guess
Useful. It's useful stuff, isn't it?
it really is. The old woman who gave it to me said, in dire times, you can use that to close up wounds.
Yes, I've the acolytes at my temple use it. They gifted it out as a means to protect me when I'm going on missions and things. It's useful stuff. How's everybody looking? Are we going to continue? There's a door just over here I found.
Yep, I'm already over there.
Yeah, I walk over and
Carrie-
have a little
Carrie's-
look at the door.
Got her pot plant back.
Oh my god, I have so many spell
Not
slots.
bloody much use
Crazy
it was,
stuff.
though.
Not yet.
Okay.
Where are you going? Oh, there.
You
Sense about her lights.
Hey,
Open
boss,
the door.
we're down here.
into a very old storage area. The crates are rotted wood. They're just falling apart. There's nothing in them, or anything that was in them is just mulch and shit. What card is that?
That's the warrior.
Ooh.
She's just fiddling with her cards and conversing with her spirits again. Because she can. And it's only a bonus action.
The south wall has basically just crumbled down, and you can just kind of see solid earth packed behind it, like the original wall that was here has just kind of disintegrated, and like there's been a bit of a landslide. There's no way out. It's still solid, but it's fallen down. But you, Jocelyn, and if Ibolth comes in the room with your dwarven knowledge, you can see immediately that the west wall, so this one here, is very, very different from the other walls and is the same kind of brickwork as the tower. Now you realise you're in the basement level. The ground floor level of the tower, there was absolutely no way that you could see that led down.
Yeah.
But this brickwork seems like it's part of the original structure of the house, of the original kind of tower. Like there was something built beneath it. But it looks like a solid wall.
This is the brickwork of the original structure, I think. This stonework over here. It's part of the original castle. I wouldn't be surprised if we were underneath the and I tap the wall with my spear. I wouldn't be surprised if this is underneath the tower.
Shh.
I go along the
Darkness
entire
below.
wall. Yeah, I go along the entire wall, and I'm just kind of like studying it real close for any imperfections or anything, any runes or any hidden walls or secret passages or illusions. I'm going to be dragging my spear tip along it as well to make like physical inspection.
And I directed my light near to her so that she can see properly.
Okay, you know the kind of things to look out for, and you don't see any of those hints that there might be a secret door or anything here. It looks like a completely 100% solid structure with no way through.
This is definitely
However,
solid.
and tapping your spear tip against the wall, you can hear that it is hollow. You can hear that there is a room behind there.
This is a relatively thin wall. It's definitely solid, but it's relatively thin. I don't think there's any doorways. But if we wanted
Could
to
we break it?
I think at this stage, yes. If we can find a way to break it through.
But then you notice.
Why don't?
No, go on.
No, you go on.
Okay, I was gonna say then suddenly, Jocelyn, as you're checking along the wall, you pull your hand away, and you realise it's covered in blood. And as you look up at the wall, similar to the condensation in the greenhouse, you start to see blood dripping down through the cracks in the brickwork, down the wall. And it spells something out. It takes the form of letters. And as you take a step back and you all look at the wall, the blood starts to form in the letters. I'll just say the words instead, it's easier. You are not ready.
Okay.
No, my name's Ben.
Carrie was reaching down, dubiously hand positioned place, and she was about to rip a patch off her coat, but she just stopped and pauses, and stands back up again when she notices that.
Perhaps we're not ready to confront the darkness below.
Something thinks we are not ready.
Who?
Or something
that
wants
you,
us to
Mara?
believe.
Carrie will call out, "Is that you, Mara? Writing this?"
As you say that, you hear not the door where Ebolth is, but kind of echoing through the basement. You hear one of the higher up doors slam shut, or you hear a door slam. And then down the staircase into the basement, it's like you hear rapid footsteps, like something is running down those stairs. Both being in the doorway, you can't see anything. But you hear it, you hear the very fast tapping of feet on the stairs, and then the tapping of feet coming closer and closer over the flagstones.
Definitely why I'm at this doorway.
Does it sound like 1 foot?
It sounds like
1 foot.
someone is running.
1 person, yeah.
Shoot yourself!
Both.
Shout.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. Can't.
Are we running towards the danger? Okay.
Fen has gone over to touch the ball.
For a few moments, both you feel some sort of presence. It suddenly kind of manifests in front of you, not visibly, but you can feel it. You can feel this presence in front of you, and then for a brief moment, it enters you. And with Ibolth's voice and with Ibolth's mouth moving, you hear, "You have not done as I asked.
Who are you talking to, both?
I told you to evict the Leaper. How can you free me when you can't even deal with that? Maybe,
Tell us how!
maybe I was wrong to send for you. Maybe you are not worthy. Maybe you will fail like the others."
Quit speaking in riddles. Tell us what we need to know and we'll do it.
And then suddenly, both the thing leaves, and you don't feel the presence anymore at all.
Was I aware of it inside me when this was going on? Like, did I hear it, or was I just kind of like?
Yeah, you were very aware, and it was a bit of a harrowing experience for you.
Guys, that wasn't good. That felt really, really wrong, and I don't want that to happen again. I think we need to go back.
That wasn't you
back
then.
up.
I gather.
I think we're in the wrong place, yes.
It really shook me, and I start just heading to the stairs. I'm not even looking behind me. I'm just going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep with. Come on, guys! Let's move!
Green.
I can't move that fast. I have to concentrate on my lights.
Are you going back up to the ground floor again?
Yeah.
Carrie is going to get her ladders. Wait, can we go down there? I don't know where I am. I'm lost.
We're gonna go through the dining room and try and find my way back.
I was following Jocelyn and now I'm lost.
Jocelyn is making her way back, but via
Okay.
a route that we haven't taken yet, just to try and unlock more doors and try and work out the rest of the house.
This looks familiar. There we go.
So what's with these doors
Elaine.
down here?
Elaine, just as you step from the dining room through the door, suddenly you notice in your peripheral vision one of the chairs just go flying across the room.
Whoa! Duck behind the wall.
What? And
There's furniture flying around in the dining room.
cool.
Back to the dining room.
You guys over there, you hear the familiar scream of the girl falling to her doom.
When she reappears at the top, I'm going to ask her what her name is.
Okay, the dining room seems quiet. But Jocelyn, from the room below you, you suddenly think you can hear the sound, like just a few notes being played on a harp.
When I look back, see that Ven and Elaine are in the room with me, and so I'm feeling bolstered by some presence, some help, in case it all goes pear-shaped, and open this door. And I'm going to attempt to do so quietly to not disturb the harp player.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That is a nice fat +0 to that nice 3 that I got. So total of, let me just double check the maths. 3 + 0 is 3.
Unknowable maths.
30.
An
30 is
unknowable
definitely
number.
30.
An unknowable number.
Right, so you open the door.
I try and open it quietly by barging my shield through the door.
And you see into what looks like a music room. And
Probably still have little bits of cat on your shield.
and just a solitary lone harp at the far end of the room. It's now quiet. Nothing is playing. Nothing is moving. You guys, Elaine, as you step from the dining room back into this room, suddenly over your shoulder, another chair just goes flying across the room.
Ooh. I will keep to the walls from now on.
And
I'm gonna open this one.
Okay,
Did you see
I'll
that?
show you that quickly. That's just like another mouldy old sitting room with nothing special
right.
about it. So now, as the party are nicely freaking out and split across the map, you guys in the music room with this creepy harp, and you guys trying to deal with the leaper. If we're all happy to do a session 3, then I think we can leave it there for tonight. Tonight.
Let's do it. We didn't even do the one task that we started this session with.